Good day, folks. A flight over Canyonlands and Dead Horse Point this morning, hopefully. It's been really hard finding a launch site that you can launch in all directions because the wind is so changeable. It's unbelievable. Yesterday, I nearly didn't get a flight yesterday because I'd set up and it'd be perfect, and a little bit of wind and then it'd change. And then once or twice I went for it with the winds from the side and it blew the canopy over, and I was there for over an hour just trying to get airborne. I nearly give up, but there was a bloke with me actually, Brian, really nice bloke. He was helping me a little bit, but he don't think he had a lot of confidence in my abilities because on the way out he gave me this, and I'm not mocking him. He's a really nice guy, but there's some good news anyway. Christ died for me. Suppose you're dying of cancer and I come to you and say, let's take the cancer cells from your body and put them into my body. Well, let's hope if I'm bouncing off a rock, he comes bounces off that rock instead of me. And then we've got some bad news. And we've got bad news. We are sinners. Right, well, that's I think he's got me sussed. But then there's some more bad news. There's only one bit of good news, but then there's some more bad news. The penalty for sin is death. And I'm going flying over Canyonlands, beep. Over Canyonlands, but the last night I was going to have a flight. I got here last night. I've got a great launch site, by the way. I can launch in any direction, and it's safe. There is a launch site just up that hill, but it's perfect apart from there's drops all around it and it's surrounded by big canyons and bushes. So if I blow a launch there, I might end up in a tree or worse. But I was just about setting up yesterday and then this storm kicked in and it's blowing probably 40-50 miles an hour winds. Just as I was fueling the thing up, it just kicked in instantly. And so you've got to watch these little storms around here. Like that's not so little, but if you look at that, the rain. Now that's going from left to right across the screen now, and that's going out my way. I'm going to be flying over there where them beautiful sunbeams are coming down. Hopefully, but this is going to be a beautiful flight. The other two previous ones in Moab have been more of testers for me in the machine. I've been a little bit worried about the engine cutting out, for not really for any other reason, probably that I'm a bit scared, to be honest. Because if you come down, and even where I was yesterday, it could be quite nasty. So hopefully a good flight today. Got no wind, so I've got to run like Usain Bolt, which these little legs of mine don't really like doing, but when you've got that on your back, you tend to go a lot faster. Just hope I don't break another prop. I broke a prop earlier, so hopefully this one's all right. But anyway, I'll see you up there. Zoop. Well, the wind changed at the last fucking minute. Every time. It's a bastard to do. Look. That means me running over there. I should have checked. But it gets rough over there. There's like a ditch. And I was nearly airborne, but I need that little bit more speed that I can only get on a flat. But look, it was coming straight down there. Then I was aiming to take off exactly that direction, but I ended up having to run that way. Doesn't look like much, but when I'm at 6,000 feet now. When you've got altitude and you've got to take off 6,000 feet, it's got to be fucking perfect. and I want a long flight, so I've got 7 litres of fuel. I've got my prop spanner. If I come down and somebody needs to give me a lift, I need to set the prop off. And I've got a radio, which all adds to the weight. And at 6,000 foot, I can do it, but it's got to be perfect. And that wasn't. Oh well, zoop. thank fuck for that landed one. Where's this going? Up in the bushes. Yeah, buddy, get in there. Beep. Fucking beep. Oh, well, what a view. Oh, fucking hell, it was only up half an hour. Oh. I won't deny it. When I'm going up there, I'm shitting myself. Every time, everything I do, taking off, flying, it was windy as fuck up there. I was getting blown about really bad at times. I don't know if it shows it on this, but it felt bad anyways. Worst I've been in. But I know you're flying, right? And if you drop from, I don't know, 20 metres, you can fucking kill yourself. And I was, I don't know, then I weren't paying a lot of attention to my altitude. But if you drop from that height, it's bad. But I was scared of going over the canyons. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. If you have an engine out over there, you could be in a lot of trouble. So I did go over once or twice, just over the edge. But I won't deny it's scary, but what a fucking view. And what a landing. I know what's wrong with my landings. I've not been taking a grip, a wrap on them. You know, grabbing the brake a little bit higher up. And there is a reason for that. I do know it helps. Every time I've landed one virtually, I've took a wrap. But when I take a wrap, it gets caught, this throttle, and it accelerates. So I'm going to cut 5 milli off that, maybe 10. Just get that out the way. So what I do now, took my hand out, put it through again, and just put my fingers over the top of the brake. And I come in there and I thought I was coming in fast like I normally did, but then I just give it that bit more and it was a perfect landing. Absolutely, I didn't think it was going to be. There is a bit of wind which helped, but what a flight. Well, that's what I've come here for. That is what I've come here for. But I'll tell you what, it's not easy. It's really not easy. My mouth is so dry, but it's really not easy. For a start, that's only my 21st flight. I've only landed 5 now on my feet. To come somewhere like this, like I'm taking off at 6,000 feet, and I've got quite a lot of fuel in because I thought I'd be up longer than I was. I was a bit worried about the wind. It's pretty blowy up there. It's very gusty. So I've come back early, but I'm not bothered. I've had a nice flight. But I'm taking off with quite a lot of fuel, because I was expecting a longer flight. I've got a radio, an airband radio, so if I do go down, I've got a chance of getting help. But you've got to consider. I don't mind admitting I'm fucking shitting myself when I'm doing this. But I'm a novice, and I've learnt in England at fucking sea level. And to come up here, to take off at 6,000 feet in the desert, you know, you've got all sorts of obstacles, like just little things that you wouldn't even think of, like tumbleweed. You get a little piece of tumbleweed, and that gets caught in your lines, it can bring you down. I've never even thought about that before. Normally it's rocky. I found a nice place here. There's actually a really good place just up that hill. It's like stone. It's like an oil head, like a wellhead, and that would have been great. But it's just a bit of a drop off all around it, and then it's bushes. And I've had 2 engine out on takeoff due to me, my fault. And if I have an engine out over there, I'm coming down in bushes or in a canyon. So here I picked this. The grounds are a bit softer, well, a lot softer, but it's very uneven. I did that other takeoff before. I run into a ditch, totally fucked it up. Beep. The main thing is just getting airborne. Once you're airborne, it's not a problem, but getting airborne, the wind changes constantly. So you set up, like that's what happened before. It only changed by about 20 degrees, but I set up and then I run into it, and I'd not checked where I was running because I weren't planning on running that way. So then I moved the takeoff point over there, about another 100 meters up there. When I got up there, the wind seemed to change again. So I waited 15 minutes, had a cig, and it come back. So that's when I managed to do a good takeoff. But still, like, I'm running, I've got fucking little stumpy legs, but I'm running like fucking Usain Bolt, I'll tell you, just to get airborne. And but once you're up there, it's worth it. I'd advise anyone to do it. If you come with a bit more experience, that'd be a great help, and you'd be, you know, less afraid. Because I don't mind admitting I'm fucking shitting myself up there, but that's what makes it good. I wouldn't do it if I wasn't. And if you can come with someone, that'd help so much more. Encouragement, you can encourage each other. I've just got to use my willpower to know that I want to get up there and fly in this area. So even now on the ground, I don't know if you can hear it. It sounds like it's whistling to me, that wind, and you know, the flag's out. So up there it was really gusty. I've not checked it today because I've got no phone connection here, or very intermittent, but there was like 20-mile-an-hour gusts yesterday when you're up high, which is not fucking good. But I couldn't check it today, and I'm sure it's up there with that. And may not be the safest thing I've done, but I'm only here for a few days. I've got to take every opportunity I can to fly. I've missed loads because of, you know, the wind, and like last night there was a storm kicked in, and I was just getting set to take off, and a storm kicked in and it blew up instantly from like 2-mile-an-hour winds to, I don't know, 40-50 mile an hour. But yeah, and the kit, this machine, F-Light, I was thinking because it's light, it's going to be like delicate, but fucking hell, it's taking a beating. With the way I've been, well, my landings and my takeoffs, it's taking such a beating, and I don't know how it's still in one piece. I honestly don't. So if anyone's thinking of getting an F-Light and think that they may not be strong enough, fucking think again. It's built like a tank. They go on about the Rodeo being a tough, like, Nirvana machine. I'll tell you what, this will take some beating, I tell you. I broke a prop. There is one, you know, I really hit hard. I come down, I was taking off, and I hit hard, and it must have been the engine mounts flexing it, and the prop as I'm going down, and it hit the exhaust and dented the exhaust. I smashed the prop to pieces. Luckily Nirvana replaced a prop for me, and the old one was damaged but still usable, so I was lucky that I had that, and thanks to Nirvana. But I don't work for Nirvana, but I'll tell you what, this machine, considering I'm 100, well, before I came in I was 110 kilo, the all up weight of this is 130 kilo. Now I've got I'm easily 10 kilo overweight for this machine, but and I'm taking off at 6,000 feet. I was probably up another 1,000 feet then, and it's still doing the job. You know, I don't know what that 200 is going to be like, but this for a 160, it's phenomenal to get this fat ass off the ground. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying these videos a bit. You know, I'm not the best editor in that, and but there's not a lot of people done what I've done here, from being a novice to come and flying alone in a place like this. I know it's a bit dangerous, well, it's a lot dangerous, but you're only here once, and you got to fucking see it, haven't you? You've got to do it. You've got to do it. No, if you're scared, you know, just fucking, that makes it better. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know where next. There's one Mesa, I think you call it, that I want to fly. I've nicknamed it the Lesbians Gap for a couple of friends of mine, Nick and Carla, and so I want to fly over that for them. Well, for me really, but I said I'd give them a shout. That's one, but I've not found a good launch point close to it yet. That's what I'm gonna look for maybe today. Anyway, if you like this video, like it. What did they say? Like, share and subscribe, and I'll keep them coming. I don't know how quick I can do them because I'm in the middle of the fucking desert, and I can't even get a phone signal. I've got no power, can't power my computer, so I have to book into a campsite just so I can charge my computer up. But I don't know if you can hear that wind now, it's howling. Right, bye for now. Zip.